going to put this thing together. It's got a lot of parts and pieces and really a lot of screws. And there's not much you can do to make it wrong if you pay attention or, I don't know, perhaps read the instructions, but it mostly seems apparent. There's a lot of screws. There's about, I don't know, 58 or 60 screws that go in. And at one point, I finally decided that I needed assistance. So Joan came and helped, and it really worked a lot better when one person could reach in and hold the bolt on the back while the other person turned it. And it came together pretty well. I do recommend a helper since it's a long reach. So I got this for Christmas, just put it together. And now I'm going to load it up with some stuff. I've got some browns and I'll get some greens or there's probably some greens in there from the compost pile that I've been working on just out in the open air, and we'll kind of load it up and see how it goes. I've never done one of these before, but I hear they're really great and people have good success with them. So it's supposed to take like 2 to 8 weeks to make compost out of it, and we'll continue to add our coffee grounds. Yes, there's coffee grounds in there. Can't really see it. Looks like there's some carrots in there too. And we'll continue to add those to it and see how it goes. This is a compost pile that I've been maintaining for a few years. It's mostly made up of the leaves that are fallen from the trees around us. There in the corner, those are this year's leaves. So I put some of this year's leaves in and some of the compost from the pile, and to give it some of the microbes, and we'll see how that works for starting this new batch. So this has a plus side and a weight side. I need to put it in the plus side. This is a pretty small hole, so I'm probably going to make a big mess doing this. Oh well. So it's kind of hung up on the bar in there. It wants to flip over, so I gotta shake it down. One of the things I think I have trouble with on the compost pile is not enough carbons. Grass seed, the grass is in there, that's nitrogen. We put the food scraps from the kitchen in there, that's a lot of nitrogen. The leaves are okay, but not great. Wood shavings. Ah. Cardboard. Ah. So I think I'll start with that. Oh no, I got my coffee grounds and my carrots. So I think I'll start with that and see how it goes. I'm going to give it a few tumbles just to get it mixed up. Not sure how full you can make it. It's not like the instructions are real comprehensive. Kind of does say you're supposed to just let it sit for a few days until it begins to get warm. It stays lopsided. So let's see how it did. Kind of mixed up, kind of like me. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. If I find any worms around the yard, maybe I'll put them in there. It's kind of why I took some of the pile or some of the compost from the pile, and maybe I picked up a worm or two. I didn't look very close. And I don't see any. Found a couple. I think I dropped one. Thought I had 3. I don't know where the third one went. We'll see if they like their new home. There's a lot of food in there for them. So that's the new compost tumbler, I've been calling it. It's a little fiddly to put together, you saw that. It's not huge, so it really wouldn't be appropriate for putting in raised beds, but it would probably be good top dressing, or if it needs a little bit more augmentation, it's certainly better than just throwing it all away. And this will augment the garden, supplement the garden, whatever you want to call it, and maybe put it into flower pots or the potato bed, right? This is probably a good quantity for a potato bed size thing, but it's kind of interesting. It'll be fun to try out. We'll see how it works. Thanks for watching.